In this video, we're going to take a look on how to create launch videos, feature launch videos, or demo videos using the new Remotion plugin in stagewise. The Remotion plugin actually allows you to build videos using code. And the good thing is, since stagewise is pretty good at coding, using the latest models especially, you can create pretty cool videos just using this plugin and without actually having to download any dedicated video editing software or hiring someone special to build you a little video you want to share with your community. So for this example today, we're actually using the website of a friend of mine. He's building Notre actually, and he gave me the permission to basically showcase to you how to build such a launch video or how to create such a launch video using just stagewise. And we're actually going to make a little experiment, which is that today we have nothing else than this website and a small 50 to 60 seconds background music file that I searched online from like typical royalty-free music platforms. It's just like 120 BPM funk style background music, and this is what we're going to use. And other than the website and this music file, we have nothing else actually available, which means that stagewise has the task of creating a complete launch video just from the contents on this website without any dedicated brand kit and so on and so forth. So I think without further ado, we should get started with this. So the first thing you want to do is, of course, open the website in stagewise that you want to, where you showcase the product you want to build a video for. And let's take a look at the agent area we have here on the left side. So what I actually did was I connected a workspace, which is essentially nothing else than a brand new, completely empty folder I created on my machine, called it Notre Launch Video. Actually, when we look at the Finder here, Notre Launch Video, you will see that it's completely empty. So there's nothing in this folder, nothing prepared. So we're starting with a completely blank canvas. And what we will do is we'll basically tell the agent to create a launch video for Notre. As you can see, I'm actually using the add mention functionality to refer to the tab that is actually open. So stagewise knows perfectly that I'm actually talking about this website and this project and this product. So create a launch video for Notre. Keep it short, 50 seconds, and use this music as BG music. And I'll simply drag in the WAV file that contains the background music. And I'll just give it a little hint that is like 120 BPM, because of course we want the cuts of the music or the cuts of the video sections to fit pretty well to this 120 BPMs so that everything matches up quite nice. You don't have to do that, but I chose to extract the BPM of the music or just get that from the website and insert that here. So what I'll do next is I'll just select a good model for video creation. I personally have made quite good experiences with Opus 4.7 actually. So like, I think from Opus 4.5 upwards, the models are pretty good at creating videos and have like a good natural sense of taste and style. So this is what we'll use. So I'll just send it off. And while it's actually getting on its way and working things out, I'll quickly explain to you what is happening now. So the thing is, stagewise does not know how to or like what the style of the video essentially should be. So the first task is actually, as you can see, is that stagewise makes a screenshot of the page and actually looks at it, right? And it extracts style tokens, it extracts which fonts should be used, which colors, and so on and so forth, and the overall like brand identity, and creates a so-called video style guide from that, which is pretty cool because if I decide to create a video again later on, I will be able to use the exact same style guide again and again and again. And if I evolve my brand, I can just also evolve the style guide alongside that, which is pretty cool because the videos are like very consistent in their style and in their content. So I think while stagewise is now working out the whole style guide stuff, I'll just let it cook and get back to you as soon as we're done with that and we get a few more questions from stagewise regarding the video. Okay, so we're back already. stagewise took, I think, like 30 seconds to 1 minute to essentially search for all the branding stuff in this website, and it actually gave us a little summary of the most important things, showed us which font we're using, which colors we're using, the background colors, where the logo was located, because we actually want to use the correct logo, right? The taglines, and so on and so forth. So what happens next is that stagewise asks us a few questions regarding the video. So, for example, it asks us what the formats are that we want to use for the video. I think for this simple case, we'll just create a single landscape video. The cool thing is that you can actually select multiple formats at once, meaning you can also, for example, create a square or a portrait video to fit to multiple social media platforms all at once. What it will actually do is then create compositions with the same content, but with different layouting a little bit, so that it looks consistent, but it's actually adapted for the individual file formats or video formats, which is pretty cool. But in this case, we'll just keep the landscape alignment. We need no voiceover. We'll just keep music and text. And for visual tone, it asks us a little bit like what kind of style we want. We actually want it to align very well with the site itself. We just want to see how consistent we can get with that. So I'll just say mirror the site with the style, and I'll just say next. And next up, we're getting to the point, what do we want to contain in this video? These are actually the default selections that stagewise made. So we want like a scene that showcases the problem. We want a hook. I think showcasing the integrations would be super cool. Then like a product UI glimpse, I don't think we need that. I think that's a little bit too much for this small example. A brand voice angle, I think that's pretty cool, because like Notre actually allows you to create web content or social media content that aligns with your brand, rather than sounding like generic AI content, which is pretty cool. And then we want a small showcase about like this posting on social media using their autopilot feature, I think, or like the automated posting feature. We don't want to see pricing, but I think like a small call to action at the end is pretty good. So I think like we've just disabled the product UI glimpse, and everything else we'll keep it as is and just say send. And what happens now is that stagewise basically knows the basic storyline of the video and now starts working it all out, creating the Remotion project and so on and so forth, and basically cooks up everything, and then it cooks up an initial version, which we can then look at in the next step, which is exactly what we're going to do. So I think we're going to let stagewise cook a little bit more. And once we're in the next step, I'll get back to you. So see you in a second. So there's a little update. Stagewise actually said or told us that it's actually ready and done with the video, or at least like done for our review. So we'll just play the video and take a look at it. Okay. Now the first thing I noticed is actually that the background music actually faded out, or the end of the music was played instead of the track being played for the whole duration of the video. So what I'll tell it is the BG music is only playing in the first 0.5 seconds. That's not correct. Play from start to end. So that seems like something it actually skipped or did not actually see. So other than that, let's try to continue looking through the video. I think what we saw here is that the logo is actually the right one, but the text inside the logo is actually not the right font. It's actually using this serif font instead of the sans serif font. I think this is actually the intro font that is used here. So we should actually correct it to use that font as well. Other than that, let's quickly skip through that. That's a nice scene. We see all the git commits, and we see that nothing happens in the changelog. I think that's pretty cool. We see a nice flow graph here, looking pretty cool, actually, I think. That's pretty nice. That's pretty cool, I think. Transitions also looking quite high quality. That's also what I wanted to do at the same time. So that's also nice. One post every channel. That's pretty cool. Nice. And then I think there should be some kind of outro. Slide. Should more, right? Let's reach more. Not really use much. So one thing that actually tends to happen quite a lot with almost all models, which is pretty weird, is that these models tend to do these kind of call to action buttons inside the video. We actually were not able yet to get that out using like skills and that we ship inside the plugin. So like sometimes you have to still put that into the like agent and tell it to actually avoid doing these things. Other than that, the two issues we have is that actually the video seems to have a little bit of a problem. Actually, I think when I shortened the video, or not the video, the background music, when I shortened that, we actually had the problem that I exported only half a second of that instead of the whole like audio. So I'll kind of have to fix that in a second. And other than that, it's just the font and the logo. So what we'll do is I'll update the audio file and reinsert it into the agent. I'll do that in a second. And while I'm doing that, I'll already tell the agent to basically in parallel fix the logo. So use the sans serif font for the logo text. And I think this launching thing here in the top right section of the first scene also doesn't look really cool. So, and remove this launching tag in the top right corner of the first scene, and remove this button looking CTA in the last scene. I really have to say I like this little like gradient, this very subtle gradient behind these this text. I like it a lot. So we'll definitely want to keep that. We just want to remove the button. So, and remove this button looking CTA in the last scene. So I'll send that off. And while that happens, I'll quickly fix up the music file and just reinsert it back into the chat. I'll actually show that to you. And when I do that, I'll see you again in a second. So I actually got the music issue fixed finally. So I had to just re-export the music 2 times, made 2 stupid mistakes. So that's something that should not happen to you. But we actually got it working now. So all the changes to the overall video have been implemented. And at the same time, the music is finally fixed. So I think it's time to take a look at the video. So we'll just scroll to the start and hit play, and we'll see how it goes. That looks pretty good. I think the initial scene is a little bit too long maybe, but I think we can fix that step by step. So, very nice. Guys, I think there's not much more to say here. I think this is a pretty cool starting point. Of course, we can iterate upon that and make the quality better and better and better. The cool thing is, whenever you iterate upon the design, this automatically converts into changes in the style guide for the videos, which means that when we create the next video, it will actually use the updated style guide, which means with every video you create, you actually have to iterate less on design and you get faster results, which is pretty sick. But nonetheless, I think this is like the second or third prompt we sent to this agent, which is not a lot. And other than that, the agent was cooking it all up. We were doing other things, which is pretty nice. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the result. I think I'll actually upload the video as a private video as well and link it down in the comments. So you have an option to take a look at it and see how it looks like. And yeah, other than that, I wish you a very nice day. Hope you had a lot of fun with this. If you want to try this out yourself, just head over to stagewise.io, download Stagewise, create a small account, or hook up your own inference providers to use your custom models. And yeah, you can just get started with it. So we support Mac OS, Windows, Linux. So yeah, whatever OS you use, you should be good to go. Yeah, I wish you a nice day and see you in the next video.